Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. We've spent the last 6 months renovating this 95-year-old house in Spain. We're currently renovating this older room and changed it into a bathroom. We started by ripping up all the old floors, installing brand new plumbing, a waterproof membrane, reconcreting the floor, building a built-in bath, installing brand new electrics. We installed a new ceiling, plasterboarded all the walls because none of them are square. We had to build a wall to separate the old bathroom to the new bathroom. That's part of an extension which is coming down in the future. Waterproof the room, tiled the walls, floors, shower, bath. We've been doing this and a lot more in the last 8 weeks. Last week we put the first coat of paint on, and this week it's colour time and everything starts going in. We're so excited to show you the bathroom.
Do you want me to go more? Do you want to leave enough gap for?
I'll leave enough gap for the next one.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Rural Spain Refurb. We're still working on the bathroom. It's coming along bit by bit. I'm very happy with the progress from last week. We managed to get into town yesterday and went and picked up quite a few bits that we need to get done in here. So sink unit, we've got the toilet, the light fittings are ready to go. We even picked up and got cut the wood for the door and shelves in that little area. We've chosen a paint colour. Not 100% sure whether we like it yet, so at some point today or tomorrow I will get that area inside the cubbyhole painted in that colour. The reason why I'm doing it in there because it's not going to be visible, and if we paint over it and it's a slightly different shade, then it is what it is. But yeah, big week ahead, and fingers crossed, hopefully everything goes to plan. So I'm going to start off with the ceiling, getting the lights in, getting the extractor fan cover on, and probably move on to the door handle and other bits and pieces. Fingers crossed, Hayley likes the paint colour and we can move forward with that this week. So yeah, let's go. Oh, well, that's not a good start. The new fittings that we bought for the lights aren't the same size as the ones that I tested that I had old ones. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do some trimming out. Attempt number 3.
What are you doing in here?
I'm trying to fix things. Sponge worked. Don't know, but that's staying like that. Okay, let's test it. Muy bien. Right, next is right, let's go and figure that one out. I'm lucky for everything. We have a towel rail. Good morning, up bright and early. Yeah, I quite like the colour. I don't know what you guys think. Leave your responses in the comments. See what you guys think on the colour that Hayley chose. It is a Titan one coat piedra. So piedra converts, well, translates, should I say, to stone or pebble maybe. Yeah, I quite like it. Does need another coat. So we'll get on with that. A few other little niggly bits like this pillar's dry now, so I can give that a sand, get some white on that before I continue. Lots to do, time to continue. Let's go. Yeah, please, I'll have a coffee.
Ooh, what are they?
They're the covers.
What do you think of the paint?
I like it.
Do you?
Yeah.
I do.
There we go. That's the one they needed. Done.
That looks safer.
All good.
My darling.
You talking to me, my darling?
I just want to know I've been such a whiny boy.
The cat's whining.
Yeah.
What a change.
The cat's
She keeps attacking the paint bucket. If it goes over, she's getting dipped in paint, and we won't have a black cat anymore. We'll have a white cat. But she's been at it for 2 days, and it doesn't matter where I put it, she goes to try and get it. So that should be off. Would you like to turn the hot water on?
I'd love to turn the hot water on.
Let's see if it works.
Did you get them warmer?
No, I haven't touched it yet, but the dew's going off of it very quickly. You can see it disappearing. You can look, you can see the dew's gone. That you can watch the dew, see it disappearing.
Yeah.
So that should be getting very hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting warm, isn't it?
Aye. Oh, we have a warm umbrella. Ah.
We have a radiator, and it's working for free.
Really?
Well, yeah, because say for instance you had a radiator in your bath or an electric one, you'd be paying for it.
Yeah, we pay for gas.
Yeah, but you're running the water for your bath anyway, so it's running for free.
You seriously underestimated how wet and cold it is here.
We did.
Yeah. So drying our clothes, drying our towels, everything takes so long. So this is great.
Well, I don't think we underestimated how wet it is. I just think that we didn't realise how drafty the house is at the moment.
Everybody that we spoke to said this is the wettest.
Oh, it's been the coldest winter that's for years.
In this region.
Yeah. I mean, it snowed, what, 30 minutes up the road. So yeah, that's another job done. Right. Continuare. Done. Okay, drop it down.
And this is the toilet. Oh my god, it's strong. That is so heavy.
Right, fixings are there. Next, so that's going to fit on the swan neck. It works, I've already tested. Next, get the tank on.
How did you learn how to put a toilet together?
First bathroom I ever did was Mum and Dad's or Jacaranda, probably about 18.
When you were 18?
Yeah. First toilet I ever fitted in Jacaranda took me about 2 days to fit because I just couldn't figure anything out.
Oh, Jacaranda is Jake's first apartment.
20 when I did that bathroom, I think 2021. I've been doing bits and pieces of labouring for people, but I was working. Where was I working?
YouTube wasn't.
No, I didn't even have internet in my house back then.
So how did you learn?
You just spend ages and ages and ages trying to figure things out. I think it kept on leaking for about 3 days before fitting it, taking it off, fitting it, using it, taking it off. It took ages.
Have you fitted a lot of toilets?
A few, but when I was doing tiling work, a lot of the time I wouldn't do this bit. I'd just go in and do the tiling and someone else would do this bit. Okay. La la la. I mean, I'm not a big guy, but what chance is someone that's got any, like, who's bigger than me, lying on the floor to fit this? Why can't they just make an easier system? We just screw it together or something.
What do you want me to do? I've got small hands.
With our experience with the bath of you going, a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left, I don't know whether you'd understand how to put it on. No, towards me, towards the wall, a little bit over there, a little bit over there. It's true. I'm lying on the floor, scratching my arm up on concrete blocks. I think I've just pulled a muscle in my neck. Does that look good?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I'm no expert though.
What are you looking at? You can't get a level on something sideways like that. These toilets are so bad. I have to figure that one out. Right.
I know it's not really working on for you, but it looks so cool.
Looks good, it doesn't fit, it doesn't work, but it looks so good, man. Right, okay. Well, all we can do now is test it.
What? Test it?
Yeah.
What, so you've got to go for a toilet?
No, I don't go to the toilet, turn it on. But normally you would have seen water by now, I would have thought, if it was leaking. Still don't have any leaks.
So fast.
Slow motion! Right, that's that done. Good?
Yeah.
Okay. See, look like we haven't even seen it. Already off the picture.
Yeah.
See, like, it's alright, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's massive.
It is big. You want some big one?
Fit lots of things. But why do you want a big thing? You can keep makeup in there. You can keep things in there. I need that bit, and the rest is yours.
Jake needs one drawer. Oh, what's this one?
Things. How can I forget that walls aren't square in this house? Right, let's get the sink in. Right, because we've got plasterboard here, you need decent plasterboard fixings. If you just put a normal plug and screw in, they're not going to work. So we have these plasterboard fixings. You can buy plastic ones. I prefer to use the metal ones. It comes with this little gun that tightens this up. So as you clamp that together, these little bits spread out and it becomes quite tough. So I'm going to firstly get where I want it. If by going through the wood. So I know that's there. What's that? Come in, get that drill bit in there. And pushes into there. Like that. Okay. Good. There we go. She's in. Sink against it well. That's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so cold is that side, hot is that side. That goes through there, that goes through there. Just putting the tap on now because trying to get, if I was having to do this whilst it was in place, it would become quite hard. That's good enough, just in case any water gets down the back. And then the silicone along here is what is going to stick the sink into place. It's very heavy, so it shouldn't move anyway. It's okay. She's in. Okay. That's dry as a bone.
Good. Oh, by the way, there's a slight leak underneath the toilet. It's letting out water, so we're going to need to fix that.
Again! I wasn't, I was ecstatic that it didn't leak, but yeah.
He was very surprised that it wasn't leaking.
I never had luck with toilets.
It's not a lot, but you might be able to see around the tile where there's a little bit of water.
Did you see that?
No. I'm gonna find some things to put in there.
No, you're not. I'm gonna buy some things to put in there. So, I was woken up at 5:30 this morning with lightning, thunder, the rain was pelting. I popped my head out and the drain that comes off the roof, the guttering, flows down here and comes off of the end of this roof here. Really well designed because it's right in front of our window, but that was flying off of there probably about 2 foot out, so it was actually dropping out here. That water up there obviously goes down that drain, and it's been coping, that drain that we installed down here. But this area is probably about 1 foot deep, and it's actually starting to creep over. So we dug this area out here. I'm sorry because it's quite dark, but we dug this area out here for the footings, and we're still waiting for the architect to get back with the measurements. But yeah, I've never seen it this deep, and I'm starting to get worried now because if you can see there, it's probably about 1.5 inches ready to overflow, but luckily enough I installed the drains. When I did, I took into account the level, But if it does overflow there, then obviously we've got that drain there. But yeah. This weather is crazy. Well, that was a crazy morning. I'm surprised you didn't even wake up.
I did hear it, I just didn't want to wake up.
Fair enough. I've got a little pump pumping out that water. I did bucket it for a while whilst I was getting some electric into the batteries with the generator because we're running a bit low. Yeah, the weather here has been terrible. Some people are saying that it's the worst winter in this area for 20 years. Yeah, we moved here at the right time. Hopefully it's not as bad next year in the winter, but we have got a lot of rain still to come.
I do quite like it.
What, the rain?
The cold. We're moving here, we wasn't fully prepared with our like, clothes and stuff. Ignore my tracksuit. I needed to buy some cozies for this weather, but yeah, I like it. It's a change from heat every day.
Yeah.
It's cozy.
Tenerife is hot all year round basically. It does get its storms, but it has about 10 to 15 days of rain a year. Whereas in this area I was looking and it has about 60 days.
You've had 60 days
Exactly,
already.
exactly. In the last, it has rained probably every day for the last 2 weeks, so everything's saturated. The house, like we've said before, was getting mould because the humidity's really high here at the moment. Leaving all that aside, let's continue with some work. So, I wasn't quite sure what mirror we were going to buy.
No.
So I didn't install the electrics before because I didn't know whether we were going to bother getting one with a light in. We have got one with a light in, and we know the measurements now, so we can open the box, figure out where the cables go, mark it up, run the cables, and then get the mirror installed.
Sounds good to me.
Going to be fiddly though, because obviously we've got insulation behind here, we've got cables, we've got all sorts of things behind here. Not cables, sorry, pipe work and the bars, so we've got to figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah?
Feel very nervous.
Yeah, mirrors aren't nice. I've chipped them before. Putting it down, and chip the corner, and then you've got to take it to a glass place and you've got to cut the bottom off. Oh, that's good. The cables are at the bottom. The cables come in at the bottom, which makes life easy. Sometimes they're at the top and it doesn't need an earth. So that's our centre line there. 18.5 and 22.5. The distance between those, to double check, that is 4. 2.5 there. So our fixings are that one and that one. Won't see any of this because it's behind the mirror. No, they're all going to be behind the mirror, but I just want to double check.
Yeah.
Okay, next is going to be conduit, so from there to there.
I just push.
Hold that. There we go.
Yay!
There we go. Right, that's that. Yes, very nice. That goes in there, so that's power. Can I go to power of the light switch?
Working?
Yeah. Now what I'm going to do is put all this together. I ain't going nowhere. If anybody knows a quicker way to get these L screws, or I don't even know what they're called, in a wall, please tell me, because I've been doing it this way for all of my life. And there must be a quicker way, but I've never found or thought of one.
Move your arms quicker.
Thanks for that. Do it faster. Get somebody else to do it. Do it like this. There, good. That's it. Muy bien. Didn't like that noise. It's just polystyrene though.
Yeah.
Hopefully that should go on there and on there.
I'm so scared.
She's on. Is she on? That's the one. It's close enough. I can live with that. Take that off. Take that off.
Oh, that's nice.
Bang on. Test it. Bang! I get you every time.
I hope it does. And then you've got to take it off and start again. Ooh!
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're going to test all the cosy lights now?
Oh, look at that.
Let's try that one. Oh, that's cool. I like the idea of it being behind, but it doesn't do you any favours if you're trying to do your makeup or anything. It's more of an aesthetical thing, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Well, like if you wanted to do your makeup, it's not shining into your face, is it? Is that not, you're not supposed to have like light shine into your face when you do your makeup and stuff? I'm only saying for things that I see on things. They've usually got a massive light.
Do you watch a makeup tutorial?
No, I said that you go.
No, it's nice. Look at all this space for me to put things.
God. Mirror installed. On to the next bit. I've just sanded all this pillar thing down again after filling it twice. And just give it a first mist coat, so same again, watered the paint down. I had some paint left over from doing the ceiling, so I just watered it down a little bit. Toilet's been installed since yesterday, day before, and been flushing it. We did have a problem with it wasn't connected somewhere incorrectly, so I took it all off and put it back on again. Doesn't seem to be leaking. I've probably flushed it about 30 times now overnight and this morning. So yeah, that's ready to go back in. Gonna silicone that and then find something else to do. Sorted. Next, back at the toilet.
I'm so happy.
You're happy? I'm ecstatic.
I bet you are.
Painting all done. Electrics done. Apart from, I'll let you do that one.
Oh, is this ready to go on?
Yeah.
Ah, like this?
Yeah.
And push it in?
Yeah. Done. Electrics in this room done, plumbing done, everything's done. The only thing that we need to do now is that door.
Yeah.
And then it's finished.
Then it's finished.
Except for
Oh.
toilet roll holder, towel rails, that sort of stuff, but we haven't found anything that we will want.
No.
So we're not going to rush that.
We'll do the final touches
Yeah.
next time.
If we can find something that we like, we don't want to rush it, we want something that we like.
But it's all working. It's chilly.
Yeah, toilet's ready to go, everything's done. You happy?
I'm very happy.
Me too.
Ecstatic.
Mwah, yes.
You've
So,
done so well.
door next. I've got a couple of little bits that I need to go and pick up for the door. Need to decide on hinges.
Yeah.
But apart from that, yeah, all done.
We're so happy with how everything's turned out.
It's beautiful. It is a
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful bathroom, yeah.
You probably can't tell too well with the You probably can't tell too well with the colours of the wall, just because the camera's a bit flashy.
Because of these lights,
Yeah. So when it came to the paint, we at the shop only had one colour in stock that we liked.
Because the machine, when we went, the machine that mixes all the different colours broke down that morning.
And it wasn't going to be fixed for a while.
So that it would have meant us driving 45 minutes to the other paint shop to go and get some testers. So
No, but even they didn't have any bathroom paint.
no.
So literally we chose the only paint that they had in a colour that we kind of liked. This was actually my first choice. And then after bathing in here, when the walls were white, it really freaked me out. It really freaked me out how bright the room was. So I was just like, I want to go dark. But no, this is spot on, this is perfect. I love it. My vision in here was like cozy spa. So I just think the colours and the tiles, we got a spot on.
Yeah, I love it. And with all the wooden accents, you know, we've got the other door to go on. I think it will make it very, like you say, spa-y.
Relaxing.
Yeah, relaxing. And we can add the finishing touches that are going to go in here will make all the difference, won't it? So yeah, very happy. I think we'll end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.